Hi folks, tonight I'm showing you how to make crispy cheese crust steak tacos. Alright, the first thing we're going to make is our cheese taco shells. What we're going to do first is warm up a pan. I'm using a cast iron pan, but any non-stick pan will work. And we're going to lay down about somewhere between 1/3 of a cup and 1/2 of a cup of cheese into about a 6-inch diameter circle. Now it's important that you spread the cheese as evenly as you can. If you have too much cheese in one spot, that's going to cook a lot slower while the thinner areas burn. And it's important to use a preheated pan. That way you're getting an even heat across the bottom of your taco shell. When the bottom of your cheese taco shell is sufficiently crisp, which you can tell when you can see a little bit of brown through the middle and the middle starting to look a little bit like the edges, you want to work your spatula around the edge of the crust to kind of free it up. If you just go and jam your spatula under, you could potentially fold this right in half and ruin it. All right, I'm going to take another look at that, see if it's done, and that looks good to me. To shape it as it cools, I'm going to lay that shell over a spoon, hang it over a bowl, and just give it a little fold, and it should, as it cools, it's going to harden up in this shape, just like a regular taco shell. You're going to repeat that for as many shells as you need. I'm using 4 taco shells because I want to eat 2 tacos and have 2 for my wife. All right, so now that our taco shells are made, I'm going to prepare the meat. I'm using a sliced steak. I bought a little bit of flank steak and I sliced it thin. If you're having trouble slicing your steak, it's a good idea to put it in the freezer and kind of get it half frozen, and then it's really firm and very easy to cut with a knife. Otherwise, you could buy pre-cut stir-fry meat, but I find that typically they charge a lot more for a lower quality meat when you're buying stir-fry meat. So I'm just going to dump it all right in the pan, but first we're going to add a little bit of oil. And we're just going to throw the beef right in. I'm just going to use some of my favorite taco seasoning from a package. I'm only going to put about a teaspoon. I'm using about 10 ounces of beef here. I'm going to have plenty of leftovers. That looks to be about a medium doneness to me, so I'm going to pull that right off the heat. Now, I just like a simple traditional taco, so we're just going to add our steak, just a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of chopped up white onion, and a dollop of homemade guacamole. Now, I do have a second video on how to make this homemade guacamole. There's only 5 ingredients and it only takes about a minute. Now let's hear it crunch. Mmm. That's good. Mmm. That's really good. Mmm. Mmm. Happy Taco Tuesday. I really hope you try this out, and I really hope you enjoy it. Have a good night. If you try to make this recipe at home, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoy my content, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel.